want to talk about this. I was just in Walmart, and I was listening to some, the way that people talk to their kids, a large amount of the time, right? Because I've worked in customer service pretty much my entire life, right? I mean, all the work that I did really, for the most part, was customer service. Where you witness people not really being very nice to their kids a lot of the time, impatient, in a hurry, or just tired, or tired of spending money, that kind of thing. And I feel like, first of all, you have all sorts of people in government who don't know anything about women, don't know anything about their lives, don't know anything about what it means, don't know much about what it means to be poor, or probably even middle class. And because our society is still pretty much run by men, they get to be making decisions about everybody, right? So there's that for the beginning. And then there's all the people who are in positions of power who don't really know what life is like for pretty much everybody else. And for people who particularly are not, how am I going to put this? Say you're poor and you have kids and you wish you didn't, or you just don't know really how to take care of them, or they're not they're like your kids' that you've taken because your kids can't take care of them. So they're your grandkids, you don't really want them around, or they're your sister's kids, or your brother's kids, or whatever it is, right? And you don't enjoy your life particularly because you're poor, and it's hard to be poor, and you don't really know how not to be poor anymore, because you just never learned any of that stuff, and you get frustrated, right? Like everybody does with their lives sometimes, or you just kind of, I haven't really thought about how I'm going to say this, and yet I've thought about it before, and it seems to me there's so much confusion among the people who are in power and making decisions about what life is really all about for people. So say you're this, you've got these kids around, they're getting on your nerves, your life is not the way you want it to be, and you just get to the point where you snap, and the way that people do anyway, and you hit your kid, or you tell the kid they can't eat, or you stuff them in a closet. And now what the conglomerate is doing is saying it's just fine to have sex with kids. That's fine. That's just not a big deal. Have sex with your kid, and shove a Plan B down her throat, and that's just fine, right? Because it's fine to have sex with your kids, and that way she won't get pregnant, and it doesn't matter what the hormones are doing to her body, or what you're doing to her body, or any of that stuff, right? And then with male children, it's a little different, but you're still going to have women who are, I suppose, having sex with their sons, and that sort of thing, or allowing the children to have sex with each other, or whatever it is. Everything's getting totally screwed up, and people are not treating this from any sort of perspective of reality. Just have no perspective of reality about the entire thing, right? Because what conglomerate has really added on to the lives of helpless children is not just being hit, not just being starved, not just being stuffed into closets, but the mentality of people who are thinking, hey, I'm tired of having these kids around. Sometimes they're fun, but mostly it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. I'm tired of and kid, I'm tired of your mouth. I'm tired of you needing stuff all the time. I'm tired of having to tell you stuff a million times so you get it. I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. What you're going to do is give me a blowjob every morning, and at night too, and then I'll feel better, right? And maybe it'll teach you something about how to respect your elders, or whatever it is. Whatever it is, right? That's what the conglomerate, that is the situation the conglomerate is creating, for people who are finding out about what's going on, right? Who are in that situation. And it's not just kids who are poor. It's kids. I think at every level of society, you get people with, problems in their lives, and kids are easy targets for people to take their problems out on, right? And I guess I spent so many years just in instant rage about the people who were promoting child molestation, and I can still feel that instant rage describing that scenario, which I know is real for lots and lots and lots of kids, and was already real for lots and lots of kids before the conglomerate started saying that child molestation was okay. You know, having been around people, really been around people for a long time, you know, who were not worried about impressing anybody, that kind of thing. I know that's what the conglomerate is causing, right? It's causing that, and it's causing worse than that. And I wish they would understand that, you know. And all the euphemisms and all the code and all the stupid stuff that's getting said and done about this is hiding the reality of what you're really doing. But that's what you're really doing.